What qualities or skills do you think are essential for a successful pig farmer?
Qualities.
Mm,
You must be hardworking.
okay.
You must keep focus.
Mm,
You must know what you want
okay.
before you enter into pig farming.
Mm,
If you don't know,
okay.
you will just run and leave it.
Okay.
You will just leave it on the way.
Okay.
But if you decide and you keep focus, you achieve your aim.
Okay.
You don't just invest for investing sake. You invest to gain.
Okay.
So if really you are serious about it, you surely succeed.
Greetings to you and welcome to our channel. Today we are in Godeno to speak with Reverend Joseph Ocloo, a retired minister of the Church of Pentecost and an experienced pig farmer, to share with us his knowledge and tips on modern pig farming and how it can help farmers make good money. He explained how to care for pigs, build their houses, give them vaccines, and sell them. This video is a simple guide for anyone who wants to start or improve pig farming. Kindly watch every bit of it and remember to subscribe. Leave your questions or comment, share as well. So today we are on JO's farm. For those of you who have been on this channel for a while now, you know him. We were on his mushroom farm, but today we came to his piggery. Yes, he's doing amazingly well, and we want to learn one or two things from him. Okay, Papa, thank you for agreeing to talk to us. Could you share your journey into farming and why you choose pigs specifically?
Thank you very much. You are welcome to JO Farms. Choosing farming, I think, is a gift of God for me. It's a gift of God. Because those that I lived with, I didn't live with my parents. Those that I lived with were farmers. So I think they, out of inculcating that into my life, has made me to become a natural farmer. And I love vegetation. I love animals. I love seeing trees around. So farming has become part of me. If I'm not doing it, it seems as if I'm losing something.
Okay.
But coming down to piggery, when I was very young, I remember I visited my grandmother and she was rearing pigs. So we were taking care of them, very young, a year. And then after that, my mother also reared pigs. Again, when I grew up, and the church, joined the church, my pastor then was rearing pigs. So I took much interest in pig farming.
Okay.
From this background, my interest went into it.
Okay.
So I just love the business.
Okay.
That took me into piggery.
Okay. So was there a particular challenge or a milestone early on that shaped your approach to farming?
Yes, you see, once I was young, we wake up very early and we'll be going to farm.
Okay.
Very early. Sometimes during maize harvesting, the major season, it's between August and so on. So it rains somehow. So when we harvest, we keep it on the farm.
Okay.
So even before going to school, we wake up very early, go to the farm, bring some of the crops to the house before preparing for school. So with this hard work, it has really inculcated something into me, doing hard work and being serious about it.
Okay. So how has your pig farming journey evolved over the years?
Over the years, I think when we were taking care of the pigs for my pastor. Then my district pastor is now Apostle Obiatia, retired. This in Kumasina. So from then, we saw that the piggery project or business was lucrative.
Okay.
So we even went into buying people's pig,
Okay.
kill them, sell in kilos, and we were making profits.
Okay.
So from there, we see that when you go into the business fully, it will be of help.
Okay.
That made me move into piggery.
Okay. What do you think makes pig farming rewarding or unique compared to other livestock farming?
Okay, like pigs, when we start, it may be goat and goat.
The goat is which one?
The female.
Okay.
The boy is a male.
Okay.
When you start, let's say after 18 months, you can start selling pigs.
Okay.
18 months, you can start selling pigs.
Okay.
And you know, one pig can produce minimum 2 times in a year.
2 times minimum.
Minimum 2 times in a year. So if you have 2 and they produce 10,
Okay.
it's about 20.
20.
So in a year, it's 10, 40
40. Wow.
for 2 pigs.
Wow.
So you could see that when you feed them well, you can make your money and then reinvest into the piggery.
Okay. So let's look at something. How many did you started with?
Here I started with 10 goat, 1 boa.
Okay.
That's what I started with.
Okay.
But when they started production, I could see that I have to apply family planning system to their production because they were very prolific.
Okay.
And you know the cost of feeding and maintenance is also another thing.
Okay.
So instead of them crossing them very early, I give an interval of a month or 2 before crossing them again.
Okay. So now what is the capacity here?
We have 2 housing for them here.
Okay.
And then we have now we have 167.
167. Wow.
In both this
pen. Okay.
And then because you know now feeding is capital intensive.
Okay.
And also marketing is slowing down.
Okay.
Because of few challenges.
Okay.
So you have to work towards that. And when the peak season is coming, then you open up.
Well, what is the season actually?
When it's getting to festivities.
Like Christmas.
Season.
All right. So let's look at this. What was the initial investment in infrastructure? And what do you feel was most important?
Infrastructure, I invested the housing 245,000 Ghana cedis.
245,000
Ghana cedis.
Wow.
The infrastructure.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And you know, cost of even buy chippings, using chippings here.
Okay.
You have to buy from home.
Okay.
And transport to Hogwarts.
Okay.
So the cost of building materials here are various. Even sand.
Okay.
We buy from home and transport to Hogwarts.
Okay. I see.
Then we are using.
So I want to know the particular things you feed them with generally.
Generally, when we prepare our feed, we use rice bran, maize, soya bean. Then we also use palm kernel cake.
Okay.
We use lysine.
Which one is lysine?
Lysine is like something that helps their growth.
Okay.
We use toxin binder to prevent them from infection. Okay. Feed infection. We use neoprene. Okay. Also, it's like lysine. Okay. All these helps, and then we use concentrate, pig concentrate. Okay. Salt. All this thing, then we mix it together. It has the weight.
Okay.
So every ton, we prepare it ton by ton.
Okay.
So when we use 400 grams of kilograms of maize, we use 400 kilograms of rice bran.
Okay.
Then 100 grams of 100 kilograms of soya beans.
Okay.
Then you add palm kernel cake and others.
Okay.
Then you mix it up. It's a very rich.
Okay. So basically you prepare the feed yourself
Most of the time.
and you see, like you mentioned earlier on, most farmers do complain that the cost of feeding is very high. How do you reduce the cost of feeding? What are some of the things you do to minimize the cost of feeding?
But reducing cost of feeding is very difficult. We don't do garbage feeding.
Okay. Which one is garbage?
Garbage feeding.
Okay.
You go around the chop bars, the restaurants, you pick up their waste. You see, come and feed the pigs.
Okay.
That can also reduce cost.
Okay.
At a cost.
You reduce cost at a cost. Wow.
In garbage feeding, when there is any outbreak, your pigs can easily be affected.
Okay.
You don't guarantee what have been put together.
Okay.
So they also need regular treatment. So you invest you at a cost. It lowers the disinfect at a cost.
Okay.
But if you prepare your feed, you know what you are giving them.
Then you can control.
Yeah, and then the medication and so also reduces.
Okay. Okay. So
In addition to that, since we are farming here, sometimes we give them the maize.
Okay.
The maize stalk.
Okay.
When it's grown, we cut the top, leaving the maize when it's mature. We give them as dessert.
Okay.
So they enjoy that one, then we come and give them feed.
Feed also. Okay.
That also helps them because anything you put in the soil is in the maize, so you need not to be wasted.
So how many times are they fed in a day?
From the beginning, we were feeding them 2 times a day.
Okay.
But now we are not able to sustain it because of the cost of feed.
Okay.
Because we feed them according to their weight.
Oh, okay.
So the adults will take about 4.5 kilos. Then pregnant ones, 4.4 to 4.5 kilos
Per day. Okay.
So if you have a bag of feed, you buy a prepared bag of feed. That is 50 kg, almost 400 Ghana cedis. So if one takes 4 kg a day, how many days would you take one bag?
A bag is how many kg?
50 kg.
50 kg. That is serious.
Yeah.
So
even 20 days is 40 already finished. 4 kg a day. You see?
Yes.
So we have reduced it to 2 kg a day.
Okay.
So we give it to them once.
Then you add up the roughage and add that.
That's right.
Okay. So I really wanted to ask, when I look at the pens, I could see that weights are written on them. I can see 1.5 kg somewhere, 5 kg somewhere.
That's the feed.
Okay.
You should give each one in the pen.
In that pen?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
that's what we write. Those who are come here to work, most of them don't know how to feed them. So if they watch this,
then they can
give them a measuring thing.
Okay.
So they can feed
they
them
can
in
do
their
absence.
absence.
So what age and what weight do you normally sell off here?
We sell from 60 kg.
60 kg.
Yeah, we sell.
Okay.
We sold some recently. It's even over 200 kg.
Hey.
So the machine couldn't pick it.
Wow.
We sold it over 200. It was over 200 kg.
I see. So that 200 kg. How much is okay? Let's do the 60 kg. How much is a kilo now?
It's 30 Ghana cedis only.
30 Ghana cedis only.
Yeah.
So for the 60 kg, we are talking about 60 times
1,800.
1,800.
Yes.
Oh, I see. For the 60 kg.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one will be about 45 kg.
Okay, this one's.
Yeah, this
okay.
one will be
Okay.
about 45 kg.
So the if the weight goes up, you just have to multiply by the
Yes.
basic the 1 kilo.
Yes.
Then you get your price.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So but let me just ask this one quickly. Have you faced, okay, I think you have actually mentioned that, but was there ever a point where you fed them with something and they couldn't tolerate it well?
Sometimes,
maybe they had a problem because of the feed.
Sometimes, not feed.
Okay.
Grass.
Okay.
Sometimes we try different grasses for them to see if they can. When we research and we think it can help them, we give them.
Okay.
We see that they are not used to it, so they will react immediately. Okay. So we mostly use feed.
Okay, I see. So let's. The conversation is becoming interesting. Let's talk about health and biosecurity here. Now, what are the main health issues you have encountered with your pigs?
The main health issue is the diarrhea. When they give birth,
okay,
you have to give them iron injection.
Okay.
For heat. Okay. And then when you have
the iron injection is for what?
Iron.
Okay. Okay.
You give them warm.
Okay. I see.
You give them 2 times in a month.
Okay.
So that we have to do full plumbing.
Okay.
Taking using nipples and also using septic tank, so that all the waste could go there and be transported to the farm.
Okay. So this is a fully automated farm.
Oh yes.
Wow.
That's what we do.
And everything is concrete.
Yes, everything is concrete.
Why did you choose this kind of structure? Because I've seen people, they have not cemented the floor, nothing, and the pigs are fine. The pigs are there. Why would you pump so much capital into structure?
Apart from the concrete floor, you could also use IMO. The IMO system. Okay. You don't cement the floor.
Okay.
You don't put concrete on the floor.
Okay.
You do the drinking places and where the feeding troughs. After doing the feeding troughs, then you fill it with sawdust. Okay. Maybe a meter. Okay. From ground to the ground level. Okay. So you are going to dig inside, fill it for about 1 meter, compact it. Then that one, they will just be in it. Okay. But the walls are almost concrete. Okay. For a longer, for durability. Okay. So this farm can be here 50 years, 60 years without deterioration. Okay. And you can only do maintenance from time to time. Okay. So if you want to go into long-term this thing, it's better you invest into the concrete. Okay. And then the concrete floor. The concrete floor too. The advantage is sometimes when you wash it, always it's being washed. Okay. But the IMO, you just have to sprinkle IMO on it and pick the droplets. Okay. Well, both is the IMO like a chemical? Yes, it's a chemical that you spray on it, then you pick the droplets to avoid flies and then smell. Okay, so now still on the structure, can you show me some specific things that makes this structure unique? Okay, it's been made, this is standard structures. Okay. When you look at the structure, you see that we have feeding troughs. Okay. Then we have the nipples over there. Okay. Connected to a poly tank. So we don't fetch water from the pigs. Okay. They feed, they drink direct from the poly tank. Okay. So we always feed the poly tanks. Then water is flowing here. Okay. So whether you are around or not, they will drink. They will drink. Then we feed them but we also make a provisional water trough.
Okay.
So that if there is an emergency or problem with the plumbing system,
Okay.
we can easily give them water in the troughs.
In that trough.
Yeah, so that later we repair the plumbing system and put it in place.
Okay. Wow. So for them to drink, they just have to put their mouths on it. And how are they able to know that that will give them water?
As for pigs, they are fast learners.
Okay.
Anything you want pig to do, you just do it for them to see. Immediately you leave there, you find them doing the same thing you did.
Okay.
Anything you touch, they will touch you to their mouth.
Okay.
To see what happened.
Oh.
Mostly when you tap it and water flows, that's all. They know that water is there. They will just go and put their mouth, press the nipple, then they drink. Right. When they release these things, then it goes off.
Okay, I see. So I realize that the top has nets. It is not covered with concrete. The concrete came up to a point and then continued with a mesh. Is there a particular reason for that?
Yes, because they need ventilation.
Okay.
Heat too much is not good for pigs.
Okay.
So, and around this place too, there are people rearing cattle.
All right.
So the flies, also from the cattle and cheche fly, comes here to bite them.
Okay.
So we have to cover it with the net. And also control the airflow so that there will not be much pollution.
Okay.
So that the air they breathe through will be a very good air.
I realize that most pig houses are very offensive, but here hardly would you even sense that you are in a pig farm.
That's one of the advantages of using concrete.
Okay.
Always is being clean and washed.
Okay.
It's clean and washed. Then the water goes down to the septic tank.
Okay.
So because of that, you will not hear any disease. And we also gather the feces at a place for as a manure to be used on the farm.
Okay, I see. All right. So about the pig breeding and then genetics. Yes. How do you select which pigs to use as breeding stock on the farm?
When they give birth, you see our breed here, all the breeds are large white.
Okay. Large
white.
Large white.
We've not crossbreeded them.
Okay.
So
it means that large white is a type of breed.
We have Duroc, we have others, land race, and so on. They are all type of this. But we're choosing large white. We can grow larger. And so, but Duroc also grows faster and larger than this. But we prefer these ones. They are also the climatic condition also helps them. So when they give birth, we look at the very strong ones, the very active ones, then we tag them.
You tag them?
For breeding.
Oh, I see.
But because they mostly live in the same distance, you see that they'll be eating up their tags. And this one eating there, sometimes it gets off, but we have their records in the book. And we know the rooms that they are in. So these are standard rooms for this thing. The other place, the design is different from this.
I see.
It's different. And you could see that most of the doors faces each other. So if you want to transfer pig from here to this end, you open this one this way, open one this way. Then the pig will just
enter across. That even reminds me, let me take you back. I realize that the doors are metallic. For pig, why metal doors? Because so why metal doors?
If you use wood, they will eat it, they will chop it. Especially when they are a bit hungry. Even the metals, they try to chop it. Only it's metal.
That's why.
And then they can sometimes even put their mouth under it, raise it and remove it. If it's not strong.
Oh.
So to prevent them from breaking the doors, you have to use metal and be properly fixed.
Okay, I see. Now let's continue with the genetics. So how do you maintain or improve the genetic quality of your pigs as time goes on?
As time goes on, we go in for a new breed, the same breed from the source.
Okay.
Our source is Mungwa Farms
Okay.
on the Motu.
Okay. Okay.
So that's our source. So 2-3 years, we go in for a new breed
Okay.
to come and add to the old stock, so that we'll be taking away the older ones.
The older one.
Yeah.
Okay. I
That's
see.
right.
Okay. What measures do you take to prevent inbreeding and ensure genetic diversity?
Well, that's why when they give birth, we give them marks apart from the tags.
Okay.
Sometimes we cut their ears for identification
Okay.
of a group.
Okay.
Or sometimes we cut some we pierce it, we perforate it, so that you can easily identify this one, this the source, this one, this is the source.
Okay.
And then we also keep record of it.
Okay.
So that if someone wants to come and buy for breeding, we know where we should pick the male and the female, so that we don't have inbreeding.
Okay. So the issue of inbreeding, can a let's look at it like this. Can a grandfather be crossed with a granddaughter?
Oh, no. For us, we don't do it.
Even if it is 2 generations?
We don't do it.
At all?
Yeah. We mostly have 2 boas for crossing.
Okay.
So the one which cross this female, we keep their record.
Okay.
And the one which cross the other ones too.
Okay.
So that as they grow, you see, no matter how long it is, it can create problems.
Okay.
Because it's genetic. So we do our best, unless maybe there's a point that we forgot something.
Okay.
But we do our best to keep them from inbreeding. Okay. Because inbreeding will cost you a lot. The outcome will not be very good.
Okay.
You will not get an excellent outcome.
Okay. I see. So can you explain any specific breeding techniques you use to improve productivity here? Is there anything exceptional that you do?
For me, I may not know if it's exceptional, but someone may come to the farm and it may seem exceptional to him.
Okay.
Because we want healthy animals.
Okay.
So we don't cross them early.
Okay.
Even the guilt, they can hit 2-3 times before we cross them.
Okay.
So that they can be very strong.
Okay.
So when they give birth, it's very difficult to lose the piglets.
Okay. I see.
That's what we do. And we also make sure the mothers are very healthy.
Okay.
Because before we cross them. Because some after 3 weeks they can be hit.
Okay.
So that they need them to be crossed.
Okay.
But we give them time so that they become very healthy.
I see. So okay, thank you very much. Now let's look at nutrition here and feeding strategy. What does the diet look like for different age groups? What do you feed them with?
You see, we have 3, 4, or 5. We have piglets.
Okay.
We have winners.
Okay.
We have growers.
Okay.
We have finishers.
Okay.
Then the adults.
Okay.
So you can't feed all of them with the same thing. So those that are to be weaned, we start giving them starter feed for pigs. If we don't get it, we prepare starter feed for them.
Okay.
Then the winners to have their feed.
Okay.
The finishers also have their feed, especially when you are going to sell them. They also have their feed. And then the growers and the adults.
So when they for them, is it liter you call it when they give birth? How is it called?
Yeah, the farm.
The fowl. Okay. So the millet we say when they give birth. When they give birth, how long does it take for you to wean the piglets?
It depends.
Okay.
There are some seasons we would like to sell the piglets, but mostly it's between 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
We normally do 8 weeks.
Okay.
But sometimes 6 weeks, depending on the number of pigs that it gave birth to.
Okay.
If they are few, the litters are few. They are weaned earlier.
Okay.
You see, he's drinking the water. When they are few, we wean them earlier. When they are many, we give them some time so that if they are few, you see that the breast milk will be sufficient for them.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Okay.
When we wean them, they mostly have diarrhea, so you give them sulfan injection. Then you repeat it on the third day. Then that's all. Those are most of the different problems that we have.
Okay.
Health challenges. Because of how the place is clean and all these things, we don't have much health challenges.
Okay. How often do you vaccinate? And then, how often do you vaccinate them?
Depending on when we inspect and we feel it needs vaccination, we vaccinate them. But sometimes 3-4 months before we vaccinate.
Okay.
But if we see signs of sickness, we can do it before that time. We will not do it before that time.
Okay. I learned worms worry pigs a lot.
Yeah, it's true. But the thing is, they are not feeding on the ground.
Okay.
You understand? The place is neat.
Okay.
So where do they get the worms from?
Okay.
But we deworm them periodically.
Oh, okay.
We have a roster for deworming them.
Okay.
So, but normally that we don't have much problem about deworming.
Okay. Because the place is clean. Then those who are doing like I said, they are using
the
bare floor.
Yeah.
They should be.
Their map is always on the distance, so
they
have to be doing the deworming every 3 months regularly.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be too much too, because it can affect the meat.
Oh, I see. So what are some of the things that you have put in place here to prevent diseases from coming into the farm?
When we get there, you see that we were even having food bath.
Okay.
We put some disinfectant in the water. You step in before you get inside.
Oh.
So the workers have their working tools here. They don't take it home.
Okay.
So they come and dress up. When they finish, they leave it and go.
They go.
So those are some of the precautions.
Okay.
So that we don't allow just anybody to enter our home.
Okay. So how do you monitor their health?
We monitor by looking at how they eat and their activeness.
Okay.
That's how we watch. We just watch them. If they are too fine, what they know that this pig is not.
It's not feeling fine. So if they are good, if they are well, they should eat. They should be active.
They will be very active.
Okay. So
they sleep well and so.
Okay. So was there ever a time you had an outbreak here, or a pig, one or two fell ill, and how did you attend to them?
No, you see, when it comes to rainy season, you see sometimes, though they are pigs, they need cold this thing, but sometimes too much is a problem for them. Those are the times you lose piglets.
Okay.
Some of them.
During the rainy season.
Yeah, but not so much.
Okay. Okay. So let's. I think we spoke a little bit about the housing. Okay. What steps do you take to ensure that the pens are always clean?
After cleaning them, we also have workers on retainership, like welders, masons, who are on, and then plumbers,
Okay.
carpenters. They are on retainership.
Okay.
Anytime we need them,
Okay.
they come around, repair this thing, and they go back.
Oh, okay. So how often or how many times is the pen cleaned for them in a week?
Inside,
Uh,
every day.
hey,
Every day we clean inside and wash.
hey,
Sometimes you water them. So every day we don't keep it beyond a day.
you water
The pigs.
the pigs.
Sometimes you have to water them. Watering this thing.
What is the watering for?
Oh,
You are bathing them.
Yes, you are bathing them.
Oh, okay.
So that after you've cleaned it, they will feel cold and sleep well.
Oh, okay.
That means after bathing they can sleep very well.
What of making something like a jacuzzi for them?
Oh, no, it's not always that they want to live in water.
Okay.
If the body is cool, it's okay for them.
Okay.
So by 9 a.m. you should finish cleaning and watering them. That's all. They have to sleep after 9.
They have to sleep after night.
So after 9, when you come, you find all of them sleeping.
Okay.
So if you keep them too long, you'll be worrying them.
Okay. So let's look at something. What happens when the place, like you said, during rainy season, and it is too cold for them? What do you do?
Give them iron injection.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. All right. All right. That is great. Okay. So now let's look at something about the pigs particularly. I have a boa, right, that has given birth. Now I want you to take us through. Is it the boa? It's the meal. The guilt. The guilt. It's not easy. Okay.
The older that this day is
okay. So you let me not speak the pig farmers language. Let me speak a lay person's language. So what I'm trying to ask is from the time of littering, when they give birth, to when it will be ready for market. I want if you could like the stages. How long does it take?
It depends on the market you want to meet.
Okay.
It can take 6 months.
Okay.
9 months, 1 year, 2 years.
Okay.
So if you have a ready market, 6 months you can sell.
Okay.
You'll get 50 kg and above. Yeah.
Within 6 months.
Within 6 months.
Okay.
Because you win them at 4 months, at 2 months.
Okay.
Then you feed them very well.
Okay. So how do you monitor the growth rates?
By weighing them.
Okay.
We have scale on the farm.
Okay.
So we weigh them from time to time.
Okay. They climb the scale.
Yeah.
Then you
they
see.
Get into the scale.
Okay.
Then you see the weight.
Oh, I see.
We just push it here.
Okay.
Then we drag them through.
Then they walk on it.
They walk on it. Then you close it.
Okay.
Then the scale on top will break.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So how do you plan your production cycles to maintain a steady supply for the market?
Okay. That's why I said we look at the market.
Okay.
These days, we feel that some people are importing pork into the country.
Okay.
So it's reducing the market.
The domestic market.
Domestic market.
Okay.
So we have also slowed down. When the government comes out with a policy to support the domestic farmers, then we can now stop the importation.
Right.
So we can produce to meet the market.
We are importing everything.
We are importing everything. They now import. Some people are importing too. So even the price of 1 kilo, that is 30 Ghana, which was helping us, it's now coming down.
Even from the 30. While feed and other things remain the same.
Going up. So it's no longer. I won't say it's no. I won't say it's any longer lucrative. But we love farming.
Okay.
And we want to maintain it for the years ahead, so that if things change, you could meet the market.
Okay. So let's look at labor and then farm management here particularly. How many workers do you have, and what roles do they play day-to-day operations?
We have 2 workers on the field farm.
Okay.
So they do cleaning, washing, preparing the place, feeding them, preparation of feed and everything concerning pigs.
Okay. So what does take us through the routines here? What does a typical day look like on the farm? From feeding to cleaning to
You
health
first
checks.
come and clean the whole place.
Okay.
Gather the waste sample for future use. Then you wash the rooms that are dirty,
Okay.
that are not hygienically good, their urines and so on.
Okay.
After washing them, then you also water them, put water on their bodies
Okay.
for them to feel that coolness. Then you can now leave it. Then you come and feed them.
Okay. So how do you train and support your workers to ensure the pigs receive proper care?
If I have any new worker,
Okay.
I have to take him to some few days or weeks of training.
Okay.
But if the person knows has worked on pig farm before, we just introduce him to our system.
Okay.
For him to get accustomed to our system.
How things are done here.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you keep records of the pigs' health, growth, and other critical metrics?
We have a book for the workers. So if there is any pig that is sick,
okay,
you have to report it. It must be recorded.
Okay.
We have names for their rooms.
Okay.
In the book, which the workers know.
Okay. Wow.
So when you come, you can know that this is where the pig is having problems.
Okay. Have you implemented any management practices that have greatly improved efficiency here?
Oh, I'll just say proper supervision or close supervision.
Okay.
Sometimes the workers, sometimes when they come to work, they don't know if it's laziness or tiredness. They wouldn't like to do the right thing.
Okay.
They like to bend corners. But if they know that you are coming to inspect,
okay,
they will do the right thing.
They will do the right thing.
And that always gives us good results.
Yes. You know, marketing is one of the things that you can't take for granted in agribusiness. So I want us to look at market and sales. Who are your primary buyers and what do they look for when purchasing pigs?
Buyers who are in this municipality, and some also come from Accra,
Okay.
Akuse, to come and buy.
Okay.
For ours, because we have we do much breeding pigs, people come here to buy the piglets.
Okay.
For their farms.
Okay.
Especially in the municipality and beyond. So people know the farm.
Okay.
And people recommend it to others.
Okay.
Here they come.
So
as far as beyond the border.
Okay. So the piglets. That one too, you sell based on weights?
No, when we mean them, we sell them 350 Ghana.
Per one?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's 2 months.
2 months. 3. Then it seems the breeding is, should I say, lucrative than even.
If we sell the piglets, yes, it's better. But we are producing piglets that will help you on your farm.
Okay.
You will get piglets from other places. It might not be.
Okay. So 350 for one.
Yes.
And if I'm starting, how many can I start with?
Depending on your capacity. First, before you start, you must have your pen ready.
Okay.
So if you want to start with 2 guilt, 1 dua, you have to get maybe 6 pence.
Okay. I'm starting with 2, but I have to get 6 pence.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if the two and the male will not be in the same distance, you get me? So already you use 2
2
pence.
already.
When they are going to give birth, you
Uh-huh.
have to separate the mothers.
Okay.
So it will be 3.
Okay.
After they've given birth,
Mm.
the piglets have to move to
Another
place,
pen.
and you cannot mix them.
Okay.
If you want to breed,
Uh-huh.
if you want to breed for breeders, are you getting
Yes,
then
I get the
if
point.
for meat, then that one you can.
There is no problem. But
There is no
once
problem.
it's
But
breeding.
so within 1 year, if you do that 2 times, already that 6 pence are full.
Okay. I see.
So you must get the pens ready before you start. Otherwise, you will overwhelmed by birth.
Okay. Okay. So, what has been the most effective way for you to find and retain customers?
Retain.
For you to find and then retain customers.
Okay. Uh, Sometimes we do publicity.
Okay.
But this time we don't do because
Is
people know the fact.
so are you able to meet the demand?
Not actually. Because now feeding is very expensive.
Okay.
The last time we sold 20. You see, the person needed 40.
Okay.
We sold
20.
the weight that he needed, 100 kilo,
Okay.
80 plus. We only sold 20. Because of the feeding. But if you give us an order that in 6 months, in 8 months, in 1 year, give us 100 pigs
Okay.
at this weight,
Okay.
we can meet it.
Okay. Then you know that there is an order to fulfill.
Order. We
Okay.
make a commitment.
Okay.
Then we will produce.
Okay. So let's look at challenges in pig farming. What has been your biggest challenge in pig farming, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge sometimes is when the litter, the farrow more than necessary.
Okay.
Maybe one pig giving you 19.
Okay.
You see, and your structure
Wouldn't help to accommodate.
to accommodate it. At the time, that was my biggest challenge.
Okay.
Because they were, that's why I say I apply family planning system to the because they were producing to the point that you couldn't house them.
Okay.
And you start losing them,
Okay.
the piglets.
Okay.
So the second last challenge is getting workers.
Okay.
Now getting workers is very difficult because people don't want to do this work these days.
Okay.
They want quick money.
Yeah.
So sometimes getting workers is very challenging. And when they are about to leave to, sometimes they will not even inform you in advance.
Okay.
You just wake up one day, they say, "Oh, sorry, my mother is 6 years. I'm going."
They will never return.
Then so it becomes a challenge.
Okay. Okay. So what advice? That is it. What advice will you give on perseverance to other farmers facing challenges?
Oh, if you decide to do it, for me, I've been telling people that I don't have failure in my register and my dictionary because I persevere.
Okay.
Anything I put my hand to do, I make sure I do it well. I make sure I succeed.
Okay.
Even if I fail, I'll do it until I succeed.
Okay.
So if you do it once and you didn't succeed, don't end it up there. That thing can be your savior sometime to come. You see, now that the climate is changing, if you are even a farmer, you are not rearing animals. When your farm, the rains didn't help you, what will you use as a substitute?
Okay.
You see, so you have to persevere.
Okay.
You must work hard, and you will always succeed.
Okay.
God rewards hard work.
Okay.
So don't just look at the problem, then you run away.
Okay.
Every work has weaknesses, has difficulties.
Okay.
Every work. So if you see this one, you run away. The other, when are you going to stop and start doing something?
Hit and run.
Hit and run.
Okay. So let's see how the future of JO farms, specifically the piggery, looks like. Do you have plans for expansion?
Yeah, we have plans for expansion, but not now.
Okay.
Till we get partnership or investor.
Okay.
Or an order.
Okay.
For now, the housing is okay for now.
Okay.
Do expansion now because we can house full capacity maybe 300 kids. So do expansion for now.
Okay. So are you?
There is.
So looking at the system that you have here, in fact, is a smart one. But I want to ask if you are considering upgrading or bringing anything new that has come into your spirit or mind.
We are planning to put up, when we want to do expansion, we are now planning to put up big halls for the piglets.
Okay.
In case we get a partnership
Okay.
and we can supply some places.
Okay.
We put up the pen will be restructured.
Okay.
The new ones will be restructured to accommodate more piglets.
Okay.
That's for consumption. And then we also like to try the immune system.
Okay.
Here the ground is full of rocks.
Okay.
So you can't dig down. That prevented us, but you find a place. We want to dig up at the end of the land.
Okay.
So if we get a place that we can dig, we'll try the immune system.
Okay. So, what role do you think pig farming will play in meeting future food needs as far as food security is concerned?
Security, you can't eat without meat or fish. You see, you need protein.
Okay.
So, and pork too is very rich. With the sense that the fat doesn't accumulate in your blood system.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's why we go to many places, they like pork. Fat, yeah, doesn't remain in the system. So it's good. It's good meat.
Okay.
It's good meat to be taken. So for me, I see piggery for the future of this country. We are able to invest into it. When I visited Spain, I think I don't want to peg the percentage, but most of their farms are pig farms.
Okay.
So most Ghanaians who goes there to work, they work on pig farms.
Okay.
Slaughtering, cutting, packaging, exporting.
Okay.
You get to the point. They work at the factory where they produce pork.
Okay.
So Ghana can also do something like that. We have the land.
Okay.
The farmers just need push, guarantees, and support from the government. And I think we can make it.
Okay.
You need not to be importing everything. You don't know what you are importing.
Yeah.
It's people who are giving you the approval.
Okay.
You don't know what goes into it.
Yes.
So if we produce ourselves, I think it will help us.
We can be sure of what we are eating.
Yes, and also it can also. So I'll plead that we work at it seriously. We take it as a serious business.
Okay.
And I think that's what God wants us to do.
Okay. So, what is the most valuable lesson you have learned from your pig farming experience as we wrap up?
I've seen that sometimes we be hard trapped with money.
Okay. Okay.
But you will just be here. Someone will just bump into the farm, say that I heard of your farm, I want to buy pig.
Okay.
And that day you will laugh.
You are sorted.
That's sorted. You see, it's something you not expect. Then someone boom, it comes.
Okay.
And then also it has increased my knowledge about pig farming.
Okay.
Practically. has increased my knowledge about it.
Okay.
And we also train people.
Okay.
People, we impart those knowledge
Okay.
into people.
All right. So